We're in the New Holland booth right next to Case, and it doesn't matter the color because we got Paul Cron here, C&H Seating Manager, Product Manager for North America, is that right?
Yeah, that's right, yeah, for North America. So
awesome.
Products are built in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, and glad to be in Denver at the Commodity Classic. Yep.
Yeah, and so Paul's gonna walk us through the features of this drill, which many of you have seen. You've seen some of the older ones that we've rebuilt, but they've got some new features too. On the red machine, it's called a 550.
550T on the mounted tank, yep.
Yep, and the New Holland is called a what?
The P2185.
The P2185.
Yep.
First off, let's go over the tanks and the seating system. What's unique or new there?
So our old model on the New Holland side was a P2085. We updated in model year 23 to the P2185, bigger capacity tank. So it's 40 bushels larger. So this is a 30 foot, it is a 110 bushel tank. On the 40 foot, it is 140. Basically water ingress. We made sure the lids, we reconfirmed the tank to make sure water isn't getting in, as well as the bottom by the metering. So those are two major things that we did in 23. Scales, so after 100 pounds of metered out, it'll give you an error message on the calibration. After 400 pounds, it'll give you a new cal number. So that is new in 23.
So it'll calibrate while you're going, active calibration.
Give confidence back to the customer that they're doing the right rates. They don't have to stop. It'll help them out that way. And then another 23 option put in the new arm with the angle adjust. We have 0, 6, 9, and 13 degree angles. Clay type soils need to be more aggressive closing the trench. So that is also update on our non-mounted tank as well, like the 550 on the Case side and the P2080 on the New Holland side. 24, we made more tech package there. We have automated downforce. So on the Case IH side, it's Furrow command. On the New Holland side, it is OptiRoll. And basically there's a load cell on the depth handle here. And it basically takes the gauge wheel and shows how much the gauge wheel is riding on that ground. More confidence to the customer in the cab. We recommend 90 to 98%. If you're 100%, you're probably wearing out your row unit prematurely. Under 90, your seat placement accuracy is compromised. So that's the major change we made in 24.
Okay, and how many rows is that on a machine? Is it so many rows?
On the automated downforce, you can get on section. So each section would be separate. It'd be 2 on each rank, and 2 on the front, 2 on the back, and that would even out and then give you your gauge.
One on each end kind of thing?
Give you gauge, automated downforce, that's what it would be reacting to. So if you're in a slough, or if you're on the high ground on the other side of the drill, it'll keep that the same automated downforce. It won't give you too much on the wet stuff that seed won't come out of the ground. So,
nice, nice. That's actually a really good feature. So from the factory, what are some options you can order it as? Let's say I want to get this drill. Can I pick the gauge wheels I want, whether solid or spoked? Can I pick what closing wheels? What are my options as a grower?
Basically, sticking to the Furrow command OptiRoll, you can either have base, which is basically the whole drill, averages out the whole drill, or you can get section OptiRoll Furrow command, which is the sections. You can also get narrow, wide, solid or spoke gauge wheels. That's an option. Depending if you're doing liquid, you could go with no scrapers, order from a third party. Same with the closing wheels as well. You can get that as a no-take option. So most of the things are standard equipment. It's 4-section metering. We have that sectional control.
So you do have 4-section control?
Yeah, that's standard equipment.
Nice.
Get that from the factory.
But if a guy wouldn't want or need that particular closing wheel, you're giving him the option to not be forced to get it. Right. He can put that money towards another solution.
Yeah, there's lots of short liners out there with different closing wheels. So
I know of one.
Order without and it'll make it happen. Yeah,
okay.
For sure.
Excellent. Yeah. Excellent. How about talk about your flotation, your tires, things like that. Is that something that you're hearing from guys? This is a machine that doesn't get a lot of compaction and it does a good job?
It does. Like the tires, the high flotation packages on this now with the 500 40 are 16.5s in the front. We have 380s across the whole in the front and on the wings. More than enough. Making sure that's more than enough.
What do you know the transport width and height?
I know height is 13.2, I think, and transport width is 12.3 on the 30 foot. So very narrow for certain areas of the East Coast and other West Coast as well. I know transport dimensions are different in different areas, right?
And I know that we've talked a lot about the new stuff, but this row unit, when it first came out, did something that wasn't really being done in a lot of machines, row units manufacturers, and it was the parallel link.
Correct. Yeah, that's a win for us. Keeps the same angle of attack on that disc at a 45-degree angle, cutting edge, goes up and down straight. So you're going to have uniform seed placement, uniform emergence, yield potential. That leads to yield potential. So basically the drill will do what you want it to do and have confidence in keeping that seed where you want it.
Tell us the thinking behind the way the scraper is, the way the seed goes into the furrow. What's the win there?
The win for us is basically we have a forward-facing seed tube. It doesn't touch the ground. It goes right back, slows the seed down, goes right into the trench back here in between the disc and the scraper. We don't need a firming wheel behind it, and that's the difference between us and our competitor. Is we don't need the firming wheel because they're rear facing. So another win. 2 grease zerks as well once a year before you put it in the shop after the season. Basically just make sure you get the full range there, make sure it takes grease, and then on the closing arm as well there's another grease zerk there. So want to make sure those are moving when you put them away, so they're ready to go for next season.
And what do you do for guys that want to do a double shoot option in furrow?
So there's the liquid option
in the
on
same row,
some. There is short liners that have a liquid scraper. I know one company does. But other than that, we offer a double shoot disc drill, so 30 to 60 feet, but that's with an air cart. Basically, we have a boot that comes behind the coulter in line, and it just comes off. So there's no hairpinning on the double shoot. It lifts the soil and brings the soil back on top, puts it on that ledge, and that's our double shoot option. So on the K side, it's a 500 DS, and on the New Holland side, it's a P2185.
We have a few customers that have that, and they're benefiting from that double shoot. It's 10-inch spacing only, right?
Correct. Yeah,
not
10-inch
7.5. Yeah,
this one comes in. Single shoot comes in 7.5 and 10. You can close off one rank, lift, and have it 15 or 20.
Okay.
Also on this, called a soybean special, I guess, you can order the mounted tank with just one rank and have it 15-inch spacing.
Okay.
And then on the double shoot drills are 10-inch only.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Which is, I think, unique as well compared to some other competitors and manufacturers. Is that ability to put product in through the same row unit, but off to the side.
Yeah, the side band option. Yeah, double shoot, it's 1 inch and 1 inch. Seed is placed 1 inch above and 1 inch over from the fertilizer.
Excellent.
Blockage sensors are standard.
Okay.
A lot of this unit comes standard equipment. We do have different rollers, I guess, for the grasses and flaxes, depending on what you grow. Probably most of them go out with a coarse roller, and then order probably an extra fine for those low rate grasses that you do. We also offer it in use this unit for cover crops. We see that cover crop industry growing, so that's where cover crops will work well with this. It's a good machine for that.
Okay, very good. Well, thanks so much, Paul, for this overview of the drill.
Appreciate it.
We're really thankful for you and all your innovation to help farmers get their seed and fertilizer, whatever, in the ground.
Yep. No, looking forward to spring.
Yep.
All right, thanks.
Make sure you like and subscribe to keep up on all the fresh content posted weekly, which includes helpful tips and tricks, new products, and various adventures. Also, make sure you check out Reddy's website to shop our performance air seeder solutions.